I know you've been here early. Hope you're doing well, my bro. And everyone else joining us, I hope you take this time to like and subscribe. If you're new, smash that button and leave your comments in the descriptions. What do you think are going to happen? What are these clubs going to do in January, guys? There's going to be lots of reports. I don't have reports on every single club right now today, but I'm bringing those reports to you on Monday as the transfer league window opens bright and early, 8:30 a.m. UK time. Guys, stay tuned. Let's get into it, guys. Take this time, smash that subscribe buttons, like if you're new, and let's go. And guys, I'm breaking it to you quick, short, sweet, and let's get right into it. And Donny van der Beek, well, we all know that he's already done his medical at Eintracht Frankfurt, and he's already going to be heading off to Germany, where he's going to spend the new year as he gets ready to start the season with Eintracht Frankfurt and kick off his resurgence back into world football, guys. Congratulations to him. It was a tough decision, you know what I mean? Fans like me we have all appreciated young Donny van Beek and his, maybe never got enough chances, enough time to display his potential, coming in. And injuries also suspended him. So, you know what it is? Sometimes it just happens like that, guys. But, hopefully he does well. Congratulations to him. And let's see him go. Wish him well, guys. And we'll be following him right here, bringing you news on the Loan Watch as we continue Loan Watch because we follow other players, Moving right along, I'm going to get touch into some news. Premier League managers demand a rule revision, because they've been having lots of problems. And one of the most outspoken ones, Sean Dyche, has been saying along with other managers, unanimously discontented over the handball rule. All Premier League managers, including Sean Dyche, agree that the current handball rule needs revisiting. The collective stance reflects a growing frustration with the inconsistencies in the rules application, particularly highlighted in the recent matches involving Liverpool, Arsenal, as well as Everton, guys. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with this? Are you thinking the rule needs revision? Should it just be more like UEFA? If it touches your hand, it's a penalty. Done deal. Or should it continue to be subjective? And I see my buddy GV's back in the house. How are you doing, man? I hope you are well. And I am well too, doing fine, man. You know it is Christmas season, cheer, spend time with the family. Yeah, GV, trash VR, just ruining football, man. It should be automated, automated offsides. I think we could all agree. If we know it's automated, then we're not going to disagree with the ruling. You know what I mean? The ball goes out the field. There's a signal that goes to the referee watch, just like when it goes into the back of the net and it crosses the goal line. All those things need to be implemented, but we need to stop trying to influence it more with our own subjectivity. Handball is handball. It should just be that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, guys. And let's move along really quickly. Not going to be a long stream, just to get some information out there. And the football rumors. Dominic Solanke is catching the eye of Tottenham, and more recently, the scouting department of Manchester United, guys. So, what do you think, Manchester United fans, Tottenham Spurs fans? Let me know what you're thinking. Get in the comments. Let me know. Would you take Dominic Solanke in your forward line, whether it be as a starter or as a sub striker? Which one? Let me know, guys. But I would think that with his form this season and last season, he hasn't done too bad. I think knowing the Premier League, he's probably going to average 10 to 15 goals a season. It's not a bad guy to have in a lineup. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's going to be at a pretty penny, guys. So you know what? Might just see him at one of these clubs soon. Moving right along, Victor Osimhen, the Chelsea striker target, teases fans ahead of the January transfer window. And yeah, Victor Osimhen, guys, I would take him to United. At the same time, I think the 100-something million pound clause is just way too much money. I would get something else. You know what I mean? And GB is coming in saying that he would have Solanke as well. He is a nice player, and I'm betting you might have also have Victor Osimhen at United to lead the line and help Hoyland. But I think, maybe United might not have the funds this transfer window, to sign players really unless we sell to buy. So, this in discordance with what we've been discussing with Mick recently and stuff. Mick doesn't even think we're going to purchase anyone. Mick thinks we're going to only do some loans. And, it's not far to agree with him on that perspective because, where's the money coming from? Some of the clubs who have money, they will be shopping, and Chelsea is one of those clubs, and Victor Osimhen is a target for them. And I don't think that 150 million pound target is going to scare Chelsea one bit. You know, yes, GB. I would also inquire about Oliver Giroud if I was Manchester United because he's one of those guys that could come in, do a job, and cheat. And he can also help Hoyland get that experience, know where to move. You can teach him the ins and out. You know what I mean? Something you need these kind of things in your squad. Certain players that could lead them. And as Chelsea's also in the highlight, let me just run this by really quickly as they proposed a swap deal for Valverde and Rich James. Is the Chelsea captain going to move to the Bernabeu this January? It's possible, guys, because I hear that they are in talks for this swap deal. So let's wait and see what this hot topic might be. And you see that guy chipping in the corner right there, Matthias De Ligt. I would love to have him at Manchester United. I'm pretty sure Ten Hag would be happy to get him back under his care. But Arsenal are said to be heavy and hot on the heels of trying to make this transfer in January, guys. So stay tuned, Arsenal fans. There's some little tidbits here for you guys as well. And as I move along, Newcastle are considering a bargain move for Tapsoba. Are they gonna get him ahead of Manchester United and Liverpool? Who knows, guys? But one thing we do know is Newcastle makes that move, they've got the money to handle that business, guys. And there's other defenders that are on the move, and we will talk about them as we go along. But, you know, Anthony Martial, big claims from Ben Jacobs as clubs want to whisk him away in January. And there are four clubs that I know of that want to have him at their club. One is Luton, and the other one is Everton. Those are just Premier League clubs. And as I move forward, I would say that there are three Saudi Premier League clubs are in the race for him, including Al Hilal, as well as a French club in Marseille. So, guys, could Anthony Martial be seen leaving Manchester United in January? Maybe that might fuel rumors as to why. There are other players that might be available for a fair price if we get a fair deal, and why we might be interested in having a loan deal at striker. You know what I mean? As GB is saying, I would definitely inquire about Oliver Giroud instead of a cheeky, mismaster finding Timo. So, moving on, guys, Hannibal Mejbri is not going to AFCON due to impending loan move with three clubs interested. Three of those clubs, two are the head of the table. One happens to be a club in Germany, not too far from me, called Freiburg, and I think it might do him well to go there. But another club leading the race is Lyon, and I think it might also not be too bad as he also speaks French, and it might be more home for him. But at the same time, I think the better league is the German league, so maybe he should think about going to Germany. He would see Donny van der Beek once or twice this year for sure, because Donny is going to be playing in Eintracht Frankfurt. So I think that might be a good move for the young lad. What are you guys thinking? GB, what do you think about Hannibal going on loan? I know some people might not want to see him go on loan, but I think if he can get a loan where he's going to get ample game time consistently, it will further his development and make him a better player come the summer if he was to come back for preseason and rejoin Manchester United. And as I move on again, there are news that Benfica is targeting Manchester United defender Alvaro Fernandez. And Benfica are trying to skip the line and hop onto the January transfer hot on the heels of the youngster with a huge bid, and it's been reported to be somewhere in the region of 30 million euros. Will United do this deal, or will they bring him back into the squad to help an aging Luke Shaw, who has shown this season that he's not really there when it comes to taking the wings on and getting back on time? As well as, guys, Malacia has been injured. He should be back mid January, as per the manager's press conference today. And, I think it might be interesting for United just to hold on to this lad, bring him back to the squad in January, and slot him right into that left back position. Let Regulon go back, and if he goes to Dortmund on this January, might be powerful for Regulon because I think Dortmund is interested in a permanent move for the left back who is on loan from Spurs. I would not like to see United use this youngster, guys. Yes, GB, I know we got that eye for that football, and this guy this summer, whew, he was balling for United. Moving on, he's also balling at Granada. But Kieran McKenna, guys, Kieran McKenna, the former United assistant coach, is eyeing Amad Diallo on a loan raid from Manchester United. Kieran McKenna, Ipswich Town, is hot on the heels of promotion from the championship this season, and Kieran McKenna is trying to get himself some players from Manchester United. He's not only eyeing Amad Diallo, but he's eyeing other youngsters at the club as well. Could we see a few moves go over to Ipswich? Could Ipswich become a feeder club for Manchester United with this linkage of Kieran McKenna? Stay tuned, guys. Let's see. Because Ahmad is fit. He's back in first team training. And some of us would like to see him start in the first squad and given some minutes coming down to the end of the season. But some of us would argue if he's going to guarantee start every single game at Ipswich, I'd send him on loan because he needs that development. He missed the first half of the season, which is a lot. It would hamper him going forward. Guys, what are your thoughts? Get in the comments. Let me know, what would you do with Amad Diallo this January? Would you send him on loan or would you keep him till the end of the season and see what he's made of? Guys, Getafe, skipping the queue of all the La Liga and European interest in the young starlet of Manchester United, who has fallen out of favor with some of the fan base, a minority of fans who are very, very loud, protesting him out. Guys, Getafe is interested to permanently sign him. This loanee, has been important in every aspect that is positive about their performance this season, and he is turning it up, guys. You know what I mean? With eight GA in all competitions so far this season, in 11 games played, Mason Greenwood, guys, he's been doing the business, and a lot of European teams are eyeing him. Bayern Munich, Bayern Leverkusen, Real Madrid, Barcelona, even Chelsea. There are lots of scouts. Even Juventus are scouting the youngster. Could we see a big move come in? I heard Mark Goldbridge talking about this youngster, a huge bid, a bid of 40 million euros. For his talent and his ability and what he has shown after being away from football for 15 months, I think that is way, way, way too low a bid to even think you're going to sign Mason Greenwood. Excuse me, guys. Once I believe Mason Greenwood is going to be sold for something in the region of 80 to 100 million pounds minimum. This youngster is a talent, one of the brightest talents that came out of Manchester United's academy since the class of 92. Guys, let's not get mistaken. His footballing ability is world class, it's generational. He's got a left foot that's diabolical and a right foot that's magic. Guys, and he's got the moves and he's got the mentality. He's a strong player. You could see it with his performances and the resurgence this season. So, guys, take the time. If you look at it from football and you was to forgive this guy, would you take him back at Manchester United or would you sell him for 100 million pounds? Let me know in the comments. Get in the comments below. But I'd let you guys know I would have Mason Greenwood back in a heartbeat and I would give him the number 7 shirt. And even so, I think a lot of the international fan base would agree with me. We could forgive this young man and let him into the club and let him have a good time. Guys, what are your thoughts? Get in the comments below. Would you keep him at the club or would you sell him for 100 million pounds? Let me know. And as we move on, guys, Benjamin Sesko is open to a Premier League move in January with several clubs interested. And we know this startlet. He was one of the ones following in the footsteps of Holland before anyone heard of Holland. And this youngster went on a move straight from Salzburg to RB Leipzig, which hasn't been working out for him so far this season. And he's looking for a move. Guys, I would take this man at Manchester United. He's reportedly worth something in the region of 20 to 30 million euros. And I think that United might be interested, guys. And this might be exciting because also we are interested in Marcus Leonardo, but I will speak about him later on as there are several clubs jumping in the race for Marcus Leonardo that might skyrocket the price of the prospect. So let's see what's happening in January, guys. There are lots of open moves. Manchester United is interested. There's also reports that Tottenham, Newcastle, Aston Villa, as well as West Ham are looking at this youngster, guys. Who's going to land his signature in the January window, guys? What are your thoughts? Get in the comments below. Benjamin Sesko, guys. Premier League move in January. And guys, 60 million euro Man United Liverpool target prioritizes move to European giants despite Arsenal hijack claim. This is what I've been speaking about for a long time, guys. This guy wants to go to Manchester United. I don't know what, but Agent Bruno, he's done the job for Manchester United, guys, because this guy, he prefers Manchester United over everyone else. As you notice, a 60 million euro Man United comma because he prefers Man United even over Liverpool, guys. And Gonzalo Ignacio is a very highly rated young centre back, 21 years old, top passing progressor from the back. He is left footed, very good on the ball, tall guy, 6'1". He can get in and amongst it, guys. He's got ability, lots of technical ability, and he's got this vision, guys, because he plays some of the most progressive passes in the league for any DM in Europe this season, guys. So stay tuned. Will United land him? You know, we've seen a resurgence of Harry Maguire. Will he remain at Manchester United or will he be moving on to some clubs that are interested in him? Shockingly enough, it might shock you, but there are clubs that are interested in the Maguire, but I will save those things for Monday, guys. If not, there might be a show on Sunday where I give you an early preview on the shocking transfers that may happen in January that no one is thinking about, guys. Stay tuned for more. As I'm going on, Dortmund are ready to test the resolve with a significant January proposal for teenage starlet who won the FA Youth Cup alongside Garnacho. And we are talking about young Dan Gore Jr., guys. And the German club, BVB, is interested in getting this youngster. And I think they're going to put in a bid in the region of 15 to 22 million euros for this guy because they view him as a very, very important prospect. Guys, get your comments and your questions below. This is my firm belief that Dan Gore is part of Erik Ten Hag's plans, and you are seeing his suddenly introduction because he was been preparing. And it's a stage process where youth get in to the club. It's been the legacy of United to breed in the youth, bring them into the first team, and have them be part of the winnings. And guys, we have seen it with over 5 players regularly coming into the team, finishing over in the last 3 games. We've seen Hannibal Medbury come into the squad. We've seen Dango Jr. make his debut. Willie Kambala. We've seen Alejandro Garnacho stamp his selection on the left-hand side. We've also, or on the right-hand side. We've also seen Kobe Mainu stamp himself into the United midfield, as well as Palestri, guys. So, there's a lot of youth coming through. Willie Bennett is also on the bench. So, there's going to be lots of things going on and lots of youngsters coming through. There's also talents that are still in the academy that are going to start training with the first team. The Fletcher twins have started recently. Guys, stay tuned. This is the transfer show, but I can't not let you know about the youths from the different academies. And United shortlist this young treble willer to ease the goal scoring on Rasmus Højlund, guys. What are your thoughts? Comments below. Let me know what you're thinking. All these targets, guys. But where is the money coming from? But as I say, I'm just reporting on what's been reported and the little talks that are going in and about right now in football on who is going where and what team is interested in whom. And this, comment and let me know what are your thoughts. What are you thinking? Do you think that these are going to be concrete possibilities? Do you think Manchester United is going to sign a young player? What are your thinking, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget, I mentioned last week young Javi Guerra. Stay tuned for more. Manchester United is here to be interested in Joshua Kimmich, but I think this is just his agent trying to hype up some moves because right now he's fallen out of favor at the club with Thomas Tuchel. But I would also say to everyone, if you have been watching the Bundesliga, Joshua Kimmich has not been himself this season. He seemed to lost more than just a yard of pace. His performances have been abysmal. He's been up and down. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking too good for him right now, guys. So as I move on, guys, we're going to talk about the last bits of the transfers. And Benfica are not listening to offers for 19-year-old midfield ace that strongly linked to Manchester United, and I'm talking about João Neves, guys. João Neves, Benfica is halted all talks and on transfers on João Neves right now, and we are not certain when they or if they are going to be open to moves in the summer. Guys, what are your thoughts? Let me into it. Yeah, GB, you know how it is, man. I got you there. And Newcastle are said to are also targeting Serge Giraffi. But news are out of Stuttgart that the forward is turning down offers unless they offer him consistent game time, an important squad role where he's not sitting on the bench hoping to start games. So this is the news update to the transfers and the possible saga that is going to be the Stuttgart striker Serge Garassi in this January window as moves and clubs from the Premier League and around Europe move to secure a signature in January, guys. And as we move on, Barcelona is set for a meeting with the agent of 16-year-old Brazilian starlet Messinho, and the youngster has been dazzling in Brazil for Palmeiras this season, alongside Loran, as well as other teams. And guys, just so you know, there's also been reports that, the recent signing, Victor Roque, is unable to be registered by Barcelona based on some reasons with UEFA. So there's still some delays on that move. So if anyone who was a Victor Roque fan, he has not yet completed his move. He is in Barcelona. He is there, but he's unable to be registered due to some constrictions. Hold on for later news. Guys, Todibo. Todibo. And Manchester United fans are going to be very disappointed with these news as Tottenham Hotspur are set to make a formal approach for their target, John Debo. And the last bit of news has been coming out bright and early this morning, a few hours ago. So this approach could have already been made. Guys, stay tuned for the news. I know yesterday there were reports that, Sir Jim and OG Nice have quelled some of the interest into Debo, and it was cooling, but maybe the player thinks otherwise. Guys, what are your thoughts? Get in the comments below. Let me know what you're thinking. And as we move on, Real Madrid have joined the race for Marcos Leonardo, guys. Now, it's not only Arsenal, but also Real Madrid who are trying to hop, skip Manchester United and get this young starlet for 15 to 20 million euros in January. But like I said, guys, they are trying to hop skip Manchester United, which who already haven't been in talks with him since this summer. So, guys, you never know. He might be the first signing to Manchester United as we see Anthony Martial leave this summer, if it happens. Guys, 3 days away from the transfer window opening. What are your thoughts? Get in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Lots of things happening right now. As Lille set 50 million price tag on Lenny Euro, who has been a target of Liverpool as well as Manchester United, and recently a target for Tottenham Hotspurs again because of their injuries and their lack of squad depth. Guys, what is going on? Is it going to be a feisty transfer window where lots of top clubs try to secure players in their bid to maintain top four or chase top four or win the Premier League, guys? What are your thoughts? Get into questions, comments below. We spoke about Flamengo's top prodigy and he's drawing more attention. Man United are able to get him right now, but there are other clubs that are looking at him in the Premier League, including Nottingham Forest. So, guys, let us know in your comments below. What are your thoughts? Do you like these transfer suggestions. Sasha Bowie is also another one that is being linked to a few English clubs, including Fulham, as well as Manchester United, and even Liverpool, guys. What is going on? The transfer window is heating up. Get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. GB, thank you for coming in and joining me today. And if you haven't seen the show live, guys, let me know your thoughts. Leave your questions in the comments. We will certainly answer them. Hope you have a great day. This has been your daily transfer news update ahead of the transfer window opening on the 1st of January, guys. Have a good evening. This has been your host, Mark, an MUFC fan, and you know what it is. We out.